Go. All right, so here we go. This is our game. We're gonna play antonyms. We played it before. We had a good time. And you have to beat the time. Some of you guys remember, and some of you might haven't played it with us before, but when we press play, we have to put the words together, and that's how our ant moves. Let's go. Round one. Alive. So what is opposite of alive? Is it long or dead? Dead. Good job, Cliff. What is the opposite from cold? Dangerous or hot? Hot. Good job. What is the opposite from big? Beginning or small? Good job, you guys. What is the opposite from shiny? Big or dull?
Tall.
Good job. Our hands are moving. What's the opposite from sunny? Interesting or cloudy? Cloudy. Good job. You might get through this one. What's the opposite of wet? Dry or asleep?
Clean.
Good job. What is the opposite from sick? Healthy or
Cold.
Healthy.
good job? What is the opposite from pretty? Ugly or hot?
Hot.
Cliff is on fire over here, you guys. What's the opposite from smooth? Dead or rough? Rough. What is the opposite from difficult? Easy.
Ice.
Difficult. It's easy, right?
What is the difference from boring? Ugly or interesting?
Interesting.
Good job. What is the opposite from warm? Small or cool?
Cool.
I don't know that
All
one.
right, good job, you guys. We gotta hurry. We got 23 seconds. What's the opposite from asleep? Cool or awake?
Oh, wait.
Awake.
What's the opposite from sad? Happy or tall?
Tall.
What's the opposite from smart? Cool or dumb?
Cool.
Cool.
What's the opposite from tall? Short?
Yes.
Ah, we barely missed it by like 1 second. Oh my goodness. You guys did a good job. You wanna try again? Round one, let's go. We gotta go, you guys. What is the opposite from beginning? New or in? What is the opposite from shiny? Dull or healthy? We're out of time. We gotta go. What's the opposite from asleep? Awake or dull? What's the opposite from cold? Short or hot? What's the opposite from sad? Happy or dumb? Come on. What's the opposite from alive? Dead or dry? What's the opposite from tall? Short or dark? What's the opposite from big? Ugly or small? What's the opposite from dangerous? Safe or happy? Come on, you guys. You gotta help me out. What's the opposite from sick? Cold or okay, healthy? What's the opposite from sunny? Cloudy or dark? We got 52 seconds. What's the opposite from wet? Dry or alive? What's the opposite from difficult? Easy or all right? 40 seconds. What's the opposite? Rough or sunny? 32 seconds. What's the opposite from boring? Interesting or asleep? What's the opposite from warm? Cold or cool? That was a good one. 18 seconds. What's the opposite from cold? What's the opposite from smart? Dumb or sad? What's the opposite from pretty? 2 seconds. 1 second. Oh my goodness. We were so close. All right, are you guys all warmed up? Everybody warmed up now?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go again. Let's go. 2 minutes. Round one. Dangerous. Safe or boring? Okay. What's the opposite of big? Small or tall? Okay. Come on. What's the opposite of difficult? Dumb or easy?
Easy.
What's the opposite of asleep? Awake or dangerous?
Wait.
Cliff, you gotta help us. What's the opposite of wet? Dry or smooth? What's the opposite of alive? Boring or dead? Come on, we got 1 minute, 24 seconds. What's the opposite of shiny? Dull or smart? What's the opposite of sick? Healthy or warm? What's the opposite of being the in or sad? I'm trying. What's the opposite of sad? Happy or ugly? What's the opposite of smooth? Rough or wet? What's the opposite of new? Old or alive? What's the opposite of sunny? Cloudy or hot? What's the opposite of tall? Short or in? 2 seconds. What's the opposite of pretty? Ugly or asleep? What's the opposite of boring? Interesting or pretty? What's the opposite of light? Dark or warm? I'm sorry. What's the opposite of warm? Cool or boring? What's the opposite of smart? Dumb or ugly? Congratulations!
What?
When you leave, I need to use the phone.
Here we go.
No.
What's the difference between clear, monkey, or allowed?
No, I said three. So when you leave,
What's the difference of free, competitive, or clear?
Clear.
I didn't know that one either, I guess. What's the opposite of spacious? What's the opposite of selfish? Selfless or allowed? What's the opposite of simple? Selfish or complex? These are getting harder, you guys. What's the opposite of allowed?
Allowed.
We got a medal.
Finish the game.
Yeah.
It's okay. You
Hey,
finished the
Shed,
game.
Shed, we finished the game like the Dodgers.
I know. Oh, Stardust against that one. So what's the opposite of warm? Cool or ugly?
Don't.
What's the opposite of sick? Healthy or interesting?
Healthy. Healthy. Very good.
What's the opposite of big? Small or big? What's the opposite of smart? Dumb?
Smart. Dumb. That's not dumb.
Cliff, we need your help. What's the opposite of boring?
Interesting.
Cloudy or interesting?
Very good.
What's the opposite of new? Old or boring?
So we can actually play this
What's the
game.
opposite of sad? Happy or ugly?
The website is nice.
What's the opposite of light? Dark or dumb?
Yeah.
What's the opposite of smooth? Rough or dark? What's the opposite of asleep? Awake or dumb?
Wait.
What's the opposite of wet? Dry or cold?
Cool.
What's the opposite of beginning? Difficult or the end?
Difficult. Yes, I don't know.
What's the opposite of sunny? Cloudy or interesting?
Interesting.
What's the difference of shiny? Sunny or dull?
Dull.
What's the opposite of cloud? Wet, I mean cold, wet or hot?
Hot.
Huh?
What's the opposite of pretty? Tall or ugly?
What?
We got 1 second. Try again. You gonna come over here and help us or what? Okay, stay right there. Ready? What's the opposite of sad? Happy or cloudy?
Happy.
Happy.
What's the opposite of wet? Dry or warm?
One.
What's the opposite of alive? Dead or dangerous? What's the opposite of difficult? Easy or ugly? What's the difference of sick, sunny, or healthy? What's the difference between beginning, cold, or end?
And
What's the difference between pretty and ugly or warm? The
one.
opposite.
One. Wait, one.
What's the opposite from tall? Short or dark?
Short.
What's the difference between sunny, cold, or dull? Cloudy or dull?
No. Wait, no.
What's the opposite of warm? Cool or dumb?
Cool.
What's the opposite of sunny? Shiny, dull or cool? It's like it just keeps repeating. What's the
Cool.
opposite of new? Old or smart? If
But
it's new, then it's what?
dry.
Opposite of smooth. If it's not smooth, then it's either rough or in.
Wolf.
What's the opposite of cold? Hot or big? If you're not cold, are you big or you're hot? What's the opposite of big? Small or dark?
Dot.
Small. Good job, Meg. I hear you.
Bar.
What's the opposite of smart? Try again. You guys ready? Are you guys all gonna help this time? We gotta get through this.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the difference of shiny, dull or alive?
I
What's
love
the opposite of sunny, short or cloudy?
short.
What's the opposite of smart? Dumb, okay, or light? Cliff is back. What's the opposite of big, ugly or small?
Bar.
What's the opposite of new, old or shiny? I think I'm gonna beat this one. What's the opposite of smooth, rough or wait?
Wolf.
What's the opposite of sad, happy or pretty?
Sad.
You guys, what's the opposite of asleep, hot or awake?
Weak.
What's the opposite of cold, tall or hot?
Hot.
Where's everybody at? What's the opposite of beginning? And or
I
dark?
hear.
What's the opposite of difficult, easy or ugly? I'm trying. What's the opposite of tall, short or sick?
Thick.
What's the opposite of warm, cool or dull?
No.
What's the opposite of wet, dry or in?
Dry.
Opposite of sick, healthy or cloudy?
Healthy.
Good job. What's the opposite of light, dark or safe?
Good.
What's the opposite of dangerous, boring or safe?
Safe.
Good job. Where you guys at? Wake up, alive or smart or dead? 23 seconds. What's the opposite of boring, interesting or smooth? What's the opposite of pretty, ugly or sad? Congratulations! Woo! Round two. What did you do? What did we push? What's the difference of spacious cram? Allowed. What's the difference of allowed? Selfless or prohibited?
Prohibited.
Prohibited.
Opposite of simple, complex or what's the opposite of clear? Murky or captive? What's the opposite of free? Selfish or captive? 18 seconds. What's the opposite of selfish? Selfless or free?
Free.
Congratulations, your award with the bronze medal. We got a medal. Play again. Play again.
Okay.
You guys ready? You guys want to play again?
Yeah. I guess.
All right. Here we go. Round one. I think it's going to be the first one again. What's the opposite of warm? Pretty or cold? What's the opposite of tall? Big or short?
Big.
What's the opposite of cold? Hot or short?
Short.
Short.
What's the opposite of sick? Are you healthy or beginning?
Healthy.
Good job. I hear you back there. What's the opposite of shiny? Happy. Oh. It's not shiny. It's. What's the opposite of wet? If it's not wet, is it dry or dark? What's the opposite of sad? Is it happy or smooth?
Move.
Happy? What's the opposite of pretty? Is it smooth or ugly?
Good. Ugly.
What's the opposite of dangerous? Is it dark or safe? What's the opposite of big? Is it small or dry? If you're big, are you small or dry? What's the opposite of alive? Is it dead or shiny?
There's. I think it's.
What's the opposite of difficult? Happy or easy? I pushed the wrong one. What's the opposite of light? Dark or boring?
Short.
Come on, you guys.
It's dark.
What's the opposite of new? Old or hot? What's the opposite of smooth? Rough or sad? What's the opposite of boring? Interesting or? Oh, it pushed and it didn't get to us.
I think it's old. So close, guys. So close. What's your answer, Kim?
You guys want to try to beat it one more time?
I gotta tell you what it is. Is that okay?
Let's try to beat it one more time. You have to wake up. I want to hear some answers back there. What's the opposite of sad? Difficult or happy?
Difficult.
Come on, good job. You're happy if you're not sad. What's the opposite of beginning? Start or end?
Start.
Shit.
What's the opposite of boring? Interesting or dead?
Interesting.
What's the opposite of big? If you're not big, are you small or ugly?
Did I get it?
What's the opposite of light? Dark
If I get it.
or small?
Oh,
What's the opposite of alive? Dead or safe?
Safe.
safe.
What's the opposite of difficult? Easy or beginning?
Easy.
Good job, Amy. What's the opposite of asleep? Are you awake or wet?
Wake.
Wet.
Good job. What's the opposite of shiny? Dull or smart?
Go.
Good job. You're paying attention. What's the opposite of smart? Wet or dumb?
Dumb.
Good job. What's the opposite of sick? Healthy or small?
Help that dude.
Healthy. If you're not sick, you're healthy. What's the opposite of wet? If you're not wet, are you dry or are you dead?
I'm dead. I'm dead.
What's the opposite of cold? If you're not cold, are you hot or warm?
Warm.
That was tricky.
That was tricky, all
What's the
right.
opposite of new? Old or cool?
Oh,
Cool.
What's the opposite of dangerous? If it's not dangerous, is it safe or dark?
Safe.
What's the opposite of tall? Are you short or you're sunny?
Mm.
sorry.
What's the opposite of smooth? Ref?
Yeah.
Are you guys catching on to the concept of the game?
Yep.
We got time to try it one more time. This time I really hope we make it past this first level. What's the opposite of dangerous? Safe or happy?
Safe.
Oh, we got teamwork. What's the opposite of boring? Dead or interesting?
Interesting.
What's the opposite of big? Small or shiny?
Interesting.
What's the opposite of warm? Cool or asleep?
Sweet.
What's the opposite of smooth? Rough or difficult? What's the opposite of pretty? Short or ugly?
Short.
What?
What's the opposite of alive? Dead or hot? What's the opposite of tall? Short or pretty? What's the opposite of new? Boring or old?
Older.
Come on, Amy, I don't hear you.
Old.
What's the opposite of sick? You healthy?
Healthy.
Good job. What's the opposite of boring? Old or end? I mean, beginning. End.
And
What's the opposite of shiny? Dull or pretty?
dull.
What's the opposite of smart? Dumb or wet?
What?
What's the opposite of asleep? Are you awake or smooth?
Wait.
What's the opposite of sunny? Cloudy or short? What's the opposite of cold? Hot or wet?
Oh.
What's the
It's
opposite
dry.
of wet? Are you dry or pretty?
Right.
What's the opposite of sad? Happy or asleep?
Sweet.
What's the opposite of difficult? Easy or light?
Wait.
Like
The opposite of dark? Light, cloudy or dark? Gave you guys that one. All right, we did it. We did it.
yes.
All right. Now I got some of my own. So could somebody tell me, I want to see how much attention you guys are paying. Give me an opposite. So if I say, what's the opposite of inside?
Outside.
It is.
Outside.
What's the opposite from up?
Down.
Down.
There you go. What's the opposite from cold?
Hot.
What's of what? What's the opposite of left?
Right.
The opposite of wrong. Oh, you guys really got caught on, huh? Let's see. What's the opposite of oh. That'll work too. What's the opposite of hungry?
Getting full.
Being full. Good job, Amy.
Hey.
What's the opposite of love? Unlove.
Hey.
She smiled. What's the opposite from asleep?
Awake.
What's the opposite?
Awake.
You got one for me? What's the opposite? Anybody got one? What's the opposite of mad?
Happy.
What are you?
Dad.
Happy?
Yeah, happy.
Good.
Hey,
What's the opposite of hungry?
Empty.
Full. If you're not hungry, you're full.
Full.
Thank you. I'll get it in just a minute, Loopy. Anybody got one for me?
No.
Yes. I don't know. There we go. Okay. All right. Griff just taught me something new today. All right, you guys. Well, you guys had fun playing our game. You guys all did a good job, and I see everybody was paying good attention.
Yeah.
Hope you guys had fun.
Yeah.
And if you guys think of some opposites, you can let me know next time.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you,
Great
Louise.
job.